Novak Djokovic's deportation has been delayed until the latest round of legal challenges concludes. A final decision will follow. Earlier, the Immigration Minister Alex Hawke announced his decision to cancel Djokovic's visa on the grounds of health and good order. Now that came 4 days after a judge overruled the first visa cancellation order. The Prime Minister of Australia, Scott Morrison, defended Alex Hawke's call, saying he was protecting the result of the sacrifices that Australians have made during the pandemic. The Australian Open begins on the 17th of January. Winning it would make Djokovic the most successful men's player in history. We still don't yet know whether he'll be playing in it or not. Polling shows the majority of Australians want the Serbian tennis player kicked out of the country.
I think that Novak Djokovic has been playing a game with the Australian public and with the legal authorities throughout the world. It's not just us he's fiddling around with and tricking. It's his own government. It's the government of Spain, obviously. He's an anti-vaxxer who doesn't have the nerve or constitution to come out and say he's an anti-vaxxer. I have no time for him at all. I think he should be put back into the same place at which we've kept a group of unfortunates for about last 8 years, and put on a nice crowded public plane back to where he came from. Thank you very much.
It's Tennis Australia who said that he's all good to go to the tournament, versus the actual federal government making a decision based on border security and whatnot. Then I think that if it's not right, then maybe he should go home.
And just to recap then where we are, it's hard to follow sometimes. Djokovic's visa has now been cancelled for a second time, but another legal challenge is underway from his team, and so his deportation is not yet going to happen until that legal challenge has concluded. Djokovic admitted this week to breaching Serbia's COVID rules and also entering incorrect data on a pre-travel declaration form for Australia. It was that saw his visa cancelled for the first time. However, not many in Australia and in the tennis fraternity are surprised at Djokovic's behaviour. In an exclusive interview for WION, world number 4 Stefanos Tsitsipas told our sports editor Digivay Singh Deo that Djokovic always plays by his own rules.
Certain players and people like you are all global icons. You're sort of role models for the younger generation. Considering that, do you feel that Djokovic has sort of set a wrong example by admitting to breaching COVID rules?
Breaching? Well, for sure, he has been playing by his own rules and has been doing something that not many players had the guts to go and do, especially after ATP announced certain criteria for players to enter the country. No one would have really thought, I can just come to Australia unvaccinated and not having to follow the protocols that they gave me, which is just, it takes a lot of daring to do, I think. And putting a Grand Slam kind of at risk, which is, again, I don't think many players would do that. I chose to go and be 100% ready for whatever was to come, and not having to think about anything else. For me, it worked that way. For Novak, it worked another way. Nothing, that doesn't really mean that my way is the right one and his way is the wrong one. It's just each person's perception about it.